What's going on, everybody? WakoBako here. Hopefully everyone's had a good week so far. If the audio sounds a little bit different, it's because I'm actually standing up this time, just because there's a lot of stuff I'm about to show you guys, and I just want to be able to move around a little bit better. Anyway, I mentioned this last week, but a friend of mine reached out to me and said, hey, I've got a buddy of mine who found his original Pokemon collection. It's something you'd be interested in checking out. So made some phone calls. We've got a schedule set up. And I met up with a guy, really cool guy. He's actually a new subscriber to the channel, which I appreciate. But yeah, we spent about 3 hours going through all this stuff. I want to somewhat quickly go through it, especially because at the time of this recording, I still haven't, we looked through everything, but I haven't gone through and broken everything down, set everything up by sets or anything like that. So anyway, without further ado, let's get started here. So here is some of so all of this stuff here was in a secondary binder, which I didn't buy. I pretty much took all the contents of the binder, but not the binder. So again, we have pages and pages of stuff here from all different sets. You've got Jungle, Base Set, Fossil, Team Rocket. We've got stuff from some of the Neo sets as well, but a lot of really amazing cards in here. All of it in I'd say fairly good shape. I mean, this was stuff that he actually went through and played with when he was younger, so it's understandable. We even have some of the Topps cards in here. I haven't really looked at these to see. The other thing that you'll notice too, if you look at that Grimer, there's a lot of cards in different languages. So that's the next part of all this, is going through all these cards, checking out all the different languages and seeing any kind of value that's tied to those at all. And then, if I do end up wanting to sell them, finding someone that's interested in cards of different language. So, overall total in bulk, I probably had 1,000 cards in total. We've got this really awesome little chest here with a whole bunch of stuff in it. Obviously, you guys see some of the OG cards that are up front. There's a whole bunch of unknowns. He has 17 or 18 of the unknowns, which was pretty neat. But yeah, so now I have another little container as I'm ruining the edges as I'm doing this. Sorry. It's probably driving somebody nuts, but something else I have to go through, organize everything that way. But these last two pieces here, these are the more, I'd say, exciting things and stuff that I was really excited to see, and I definitely wanted to add to my own collection. So I'll show this off first. We have this Southern Islands collection binder here. He did have two of these, and they're not in, this one's not in the best shape. Obviously, you see some scratches and stuff there. But overall, it's fairly clean. I just took a Clorox wipe, wiped everything off. And it still looks really, really nice. But he had two of these. The other one was in a lot worse shape. So I said, hey, can I get this one? We looked up some pricing and stuff like this. These binders are very expensive, even just the binder itself. But this was the exciting part, and I'll show you right off the rip. So the English version of the Southern Islands set, he had 1.5 complete sets, and I say 1.5 because you'll see in a second. But as you can see, with this binder here, it looks amazing. But again, you have a little bit of the peel up on here. So again, overall condition, it's perfectly fine for me. I'm not going to complain about it. If someone was to buy it in better condition, they may bicker about it. But yeah, so again, Southern Islands. I completed the Japanese set a while ago, if you guys remember that. Now I have a complete English set as well. And again, I still need to go through and sleeve some of this stuff up, but just for example, look at this Mew. This thing is such a beautiful card, but again, you can already see some of the scratches on it. It's not in the best of shape, but again, he's had this stuff for a very long time. And this came from, obviously, his childhood and the cards that he had used. But the crazy thing was, we looked through all of the bulk to try to find the other set. So as you see here, one whole complete set, all 18 cards. And then here, like I said, an almost complete second set, just missing very few. Of course, the Mew is missing. What else from the front? The Togepi is missing. The Slow King, and then that the Pidgeot. But again, that's not bad at all. He almost had 2 complete sets, which is insane. All the cards are probably in that light, maybe moderately played condition. But hey, it's just something I had to have. And there's got a bunch of first editions in here. Again, a lot of this stuff is in a different language. And again, I don't really know how that affects value or if there's buyers and stuff for that, but I still want to go through and break them down all by their individual sets, and then just try and do some research and figure out the languages and stuff like that. Quickly go through this here because I do have this I want to show you. I'd say these are some of the other highlights in here. we went through and sleeved them up, kind of looked at like their estimated prices and stuff like that, but we'll get to that in just a second here. But again, cards from a bunch of different sets. You have a lot of base set cards, you have Gym Series cards, you have Neo Series cards, you have a bunch of these Tops cards and other random cards there, little like sticker cards. Yeah, it was awesome. And again, I saw a lot of cards, like a bunch of different Scythers in here from a bunch of different sets. So it was really cool. Like I said, it was a great experience, and it was my first collection I ever bought from somebody. So I just want to do his due diligence. Again, he wasn't super attached to it, but again, it's kind of cool to see what people had, you know, when they were childhood, like the light Golduck there. That's insane. We have a Gligar. We have the Hitmonchan. A lot of really, really old cards that, you know, I remember having myself as a kid. And I kind of told him, I was like, look, you know, if a lot of the cards that I had found for my own personal collection, they weren't in the best of shape either. But what do you expect? Then here we have some old Dragon Ball Z cards as well. I still have to filter through those and do some investigating on that. Anyone that you know, follows the channel or follows my content, if you're into Dragon Ball Z cards, especially the vintage stuff, please reach out to me and you know, look over this stuff with me. Maybe we can figure some of it out. But yeah, like I said, had to get this. This was the other cool thing too. He actually still had this in the binder, which a lot of this, you know, that gets lost, and it's in pretty good shape. This has the set list on the back, so not only for Southern Islands, but you have Neo Genesis and Neo Discovery on there as well, which is pretty sick. And as you can tell, like, he didn't check off any of the boxes. He didn't fill anything out, which is great. It's in really good shape, so I'm super excited about that. But let's show off the one last thing here again. One full Southern Islands set, and then almost a full secondary set. So now I have Southern Islands completed in English and Japanese. Japanese being completely sealed, and the English obviously here, but it's stuff I'm going to hold on to for a long time. So here we go. Here's the last little bit. I know this will run a little bit long. I do appreciate your time, and hopefully you guys are enjoying this as well. This kind of really sparked my interest in trying to go through and get some more collections, and definitely go check out yard sales and stuff like that in my area. Let me give away some codes real quick here. I know you guys will appreciate those. Got a couple more just sitting off to the side. There you go. Yeah, so these were some of the higher end cards or stuff that we kind of discussed that had value. So we have Magneton from base set here. You can tell right away it's from a different language. He had 3 of them, 2 in one language and then another language here. Anyone that speaks any of these languages, sound off in the comments. Let me know what these languages are. We kind of determined that they may be Spanish or Italian. But again, I have no idea without doing further research. Same thing with this Ninetales here. This Jolteon from Jungle, Pidgeot. And again, he still has no idea how he came across all these, but he had them. This Snorlax, it's in English, which is great, and it's a no-symbol Snorlax, so I was able to pick that up. Super excited about that. Venomoth, again, awesome. At first I was super excited because this is one I need for my set, but it's in a different language. Wigglytuff, different language. A foreign Kabutops. Now, with Kabutops, I don't know if this is an error or not, or something that they all have, but if you look at the lettering a little bit, it almost looks like a shadow or like a duplicate effect. I don't know if it's picking it up there. But there's also like a weird border around Kabutops itself. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's just like almost a duplicate image, and then a nice swirl right there also. But I don't know. I'll have to look at my other Kabutops and see. But it looks like, I don't know. It almost looks like it's kind of a shadowing or like a duplicate effect right there. We have a really nice Lapras from Fossil. Again, a foreign one. We have Dark Hypno Hollow. This one's in English, which is awesome. The Rainbow Energy from Team Rocket. Rocket's Hitmonchan in English, which looks absolutely amazing. Was excited about that. You know, I had to pick this one up here. Lieutenant Surge in a Hollow, and Erica, both those absolutely beautiful cards. We got Blissey from one of the Neo sets there. We have Delibird Hollow. We have Magneton Hollow. We have Blossom Hollow. Light Azumarill Hollow. These ones are really cool to see here because I've never seen these in person before. So we have Light Flareon, Light Jolteon, a bunch of Light Jolteons, and Light Vaporeon as well. I've scooped another Raichu for the collection. I've been looking for this one for a while, so it's nice to have that. Really nice Tyranitar there, non-hollow, but still pretty nice. A stamped Rocket's Meowth from Team Rocket returns. We got that Dark Electrode Hollow there. The only thing with this one here, and you can kind of see it, you have a little bit of like this scuffing where like some of the paint chipped off there, and you see the hollow through his chin there. We have this really cool Trico reverse there. We have a Paris Hollow, Vileplume reverse from E-Series. And then these ones here, I'm not really sure. These are from 2004. But again, it has a really crazy hollow pattern on there. But yeah, I just want to go through this and show you guys this real quick. If you stuck around this long, I really do appreciate it. Like I said, it was a really fun experience. I was glad I was able to kind of go through this with someone and kind of show them, card conditions and stuff that they can look up and do research on. He says he has a huge Yu-Gi-Oh collection, which I'm definitely interested in, especially if it's old school like all his Pokemon stuff. But that's going to do it for me. Now I'm going to spend probably the next 2 or 3 hours sorting through all this stuff, breaking down by sets and languages. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy. If you did, make sure you let me know in the comment section below. I'm going to be posting stuff on Instagram for all the stuff that I'm not keeping myself. So stay tuned for those claim sales as well. But that's going to do it for me, guys. I'm WakoBako. Take it easy.